My friends, today is not yesterday. Yesterday, I did not have a political party, and today I do. Yesterday, I could only speak with you about my political observations and opinions. Today, I can solidly move forward with them. Yesterday, my team and I had to work behind the scenes, quietly and consistently co-creating a party. Today, our party exists. Today, People's Voice, the only truly democratic party in structure, operations, and core values, has set sail to bring true democracy and social justice to our nation. We did not create People's Voice for some incremental change system, for some kind of check and balance to the PAP. No! It is evident the PAP are long past caring for our people, and their lease on possession of their office must be brought to an end. People's Voice is here to make a difference, to be in government, so that we can restore and then transform our nation to be a leader once more in this region of the world. I want to assure you that there is not a single mess the PAP has made that we cannot undo, that we cannot put right immediately. First on my list is to restore and honor the promise that CPF will be accessible to you at the age of 55. This is at the very top of my list. This single action will bring much needed income to many of our older generation. It will bring security to the great many and boost our economy. It will restore faith and trust in our government and provide dignity and empowerment to Singapore citizens who have worked hard and saved into their CPF. I am fed up and disgusted that the PAP have continued to deny Singapore citizens access to their own monies, and then furthermore to come up with those vacuous, gimmicky packages such as a Merdeka package or a verse redevelopment scheme. It is not the duty of government to give out trinkets and gift packages. It is our money. It is your money. And I will fully uphold the promise that you have access at the age of 55 to your own funds. Second is to scrap the plan to increase GST by 2%. We will not increase GST, and we will implement a comprehensive list of exempt goods. There will be zero GST on the basic and essential living products such as food, baby milk, diapers, books, and children's clothes. It is disgusting and abhorrent for government to collect extra taxes from families and individuals who cannot avoid buying the essentials of life. Tax the rich, not the poor. We offer wonderful tax breaks, loopholes, and havens for the very rich here in Singapore. It is time we gave some breaks to the ones who need the most in our society, and not just the 1%. Third, we need to elect a president. We were robbed of choosing a president a year ago. Not a single vote was cast for the president that was installed last year. I will call immediately for a referendum to ask all of you whether you would like to abolish this elected presidency and cast afresh a new democratic vote for a president we can call our own. And that leads me to another very important part of People's Voice. Singapore is one of the most educated countries on the planet. Our government should be made up of your voices far more frequently than a vote every 4 or 5 years. Referendums will be an important contribution to the government that I propose. You, the people, should be asked your opinion on the topics that matter most to you. And in this technological age, referendums should be easy to organize and not have to involve people queuing up at polling booths on a weekend to cast their vote. There is no reason why you can't vote in a referendum from your laptop, desktop, or any of your devices, wherever you are. After all, we aspire to be a smart nation, do we not? The technology exists and has for a very long time now. So why are we not using it for a better government? No more should we be beholden to the so-called natural aristocrats, an out-of-touch, overpaid cabinet filled with paper generals and friends of the establishment. We will have a minimum wage. And just like every country that has ever implemented a minimum wage, we too will be more prosperous and a fairer and more equal society for it. I will also slash the wages of ministers. I will slash the Prime Minister's pay by 70%. It is damning of the PAP that they continue to pay themselves so extraordinarily high salaries from taxpayers' money. We will look closely at the recent 30% water hike, the 19% electricity hike, and all the recent transport hikes. We will not be averse nor afraid to overturn or dial back any increase that is completely unnecessary. I'm also not afraid, and I find it completely urgent to look into the true investments, returns, accounts of Temasek and our GICs. There are many rumors abound about the true state of affairs with these, and I will make our institutions transparent and accountable for what may be going on in there. We are a tiny nation, and we have no staple industries to protect, such as farming or manufacturing like larger nations. And yet we are burdened with many monopolies in our telco, real estate, supermarkets, media, banking industry, to name but a few. This denies Singaporeans of free market benefits. It denies us of innovations within these industries. Monopolies will have no home under a people's voice government. These are some of the most urgent steps that people's voice would undertake. There are, of course, so many other PAP policies that need to be put right, such as the HDB debacle. They will be put right. So often, we were told by the PAP that a particular policy was imperative for Singapore because we are a small island with no natural resources. But they have forgotten that in this knowledge era, we have the most valuable asset any country can have, which is our people. In this age, it is not the countries that have natural resources which will do best. It is those that develop their people's potential to the fullest that will change the world. A people's voice government will allow every Singaporean to develop his or her potential to the fullest. People's voice will always look after and protect the interests of Singaporeans above all else. That is the fundamental duty of government today.